It's the world. I'm in P world. So EA dropped the franchise deep dive, man. If y'all know, I'm a real super duper franchise head. So I'm very excited for everything that's going on with the franchise deep dive. If y'all want to see my live reaction to it, make sure y'all check out my page. The video is right before this. I'll link it in the description if y'all want to check it out. A lot of new stuff going on this year. We're going to tap into the Gridiron notes and, see what's going on, see if there's anything that we missed, and just kind of talk about everything that was going on inside the trailer. Just going to kind of spew a whole bunch of stuff. They got new coach archetypes, new coach creation, new coach customization. So we're just going to tap in and see what's going on, talk about it, dive into this Gridiron notes and, really get into it. Very excited about the coach creation. This is a big W right here, man. They got some new drip, new clothing. You know what I mean? Over 200 new heads that we could choose from. Definitely an improvement because I was kind of tired of seeing the same coach heads, the same coach models, so hopefully, what I'm looking for more so is like making his coaches a little more skinnier or bulkier because, what I'm saying, it was kind of just like the same build on the coach. It was looking a little weird. But, last year, Madden 25, they added actual female coaches. So that's cool. But now they got 50 new shirts, 15 pants, 40 shoes. And they said you could make more than 30,000 combination of clothes to wear on the sidelines. They even got shorts and everything like that. So, and then they also had the coach archetypes right here. Every coach in Madden 26 will fall under one of three distinct archetypes: offensive guru, defensive genius, or developmental wizard. As a creative coach, choosing your archetype will be the first decision that you make, and it'll impact how you evolve and develop as a coach. So this choice is pretty important this year. Something very new that we're seeing right here. Each coach now has level 1 through 50. So if you create a coach, you'll begin at level 1. As you go on, you can get all the way up to 50. And you'll need career coach XP in order to move those up. Coaching abilities, metagames, they got game day abilities. There will be 46 different game day abilities at launch, including 22 offensive, 24 defensive abilities. In my opinion, this is kind of like a rework, and I said that in the reaction. It's kind of like a rework of the coaching tree. You use your franchise staff points on that week to week. And if you know previous Maddens, whenever you go in that, that coaching tree, you can have a coach offensively that works really well at developing quarterbacks. So you'll have like a +3 to like max was +3 to like your short accuracy, deep accuracy, play action, medium accuracy. That's kind of like how the coaching tree was in previous Maddens. They had the coaching tree where you were able to, upgrade your players. So I kind of think it's just like a revamped version of that. Dr. Dots is kind of one of the abilities they talk about. There's 4 tiers of that. You get increased pass accuracy on passes 10 yards or less, increased pass accuracy on passes up to 20 yards down the field. Tier 3 is increased pass accuracy on passes 30 yards and beyond. And tier 4 is QBs are immune to pressure effects. So those abilities mixed with your actual player abilities, I think that's going to be very important. I think it's very important. A lot of people skip on the coaching trees in Madden. I think it's going to be very important to upgrade your abilities and tap into your abilities this year. Abilities can be progressed in 2 different ways: upgrade goals and staff points. And I was seeing those upgrade goals, throughout the trailer, kind of right here. It says you can upgrade it if you throw no interceptions in a game 3 times. It'll downgrade if you pass under 250 yards in a game. So I think that's cool too, because it kind of gives you like a weekly goal that you need to pay attention to, in order for those abilities to progress. So as you can see right here, it says mastery, get 2 interceptions in a game, downgrade, allow 200 rushing yards in the game. So not only is it that you can upgrade it through the progression goals, also upgrade it through the staff points too. So it says that coordinators finally matter. As crucial as head coaches are, their coordinators play an equally vital role in the team's success. If you're an offensive-minded coach, your defensive coordinator essentially becomes the head coach of your defense. The reverse is true for the defensive specialists. Coaches like Sean McVay, Todd Bowles, Andy Reid are known for focusing on one side of the ball and leaning heavily on their coordinators to lead the other. That's exactly what we aim to reflect when assigning abilities to coordinators. If you're an offensive guru, your only access to defensive abilities will come from your defensive coordinator, making them a key part of your weekly strategy. You can go all in on offense and try to win every game in a shootout, but as the saying goes, defense wins championships. So it seems like these offensive defensive coordinators are going to matter as far as the ability goes and as far as what abilities can get equipped for the coaches. So very important to tap into your offensive and defensive coordinators in franchise mode this year. The play sheets, now that's something that I'm very interested in. Play sheets have been mentioned a few times here and there, and you're probably asking yourself what exactly is a play sheet. Think of play sheets as mini playbooks you can bring into a game to expand your base offensive or defensive playbook. So I guess I was wondering myself personally, if I choose Pittsburgh Steelers playbook, if I choose Eagles playbook, is it just going to be that playbook plus the play sheets? Yes, that's how it works. Play sheets are treated just like game day and season abilities in that they will have 4 tiers. So they're just like the season abilities we seen earlier. The first tier simply unlocks the play sheet, while the subsequent tiers provide attribute boosts to your players while running those plays in the game. Play sheets will follow the same progression model that coaching abilities do. Each play sheet tier will have an upgrade and knockout condition that controls how it progresses or regresses. Play sheet abilities can also be mastered. So I think when it gets mastered, you don't have to, upgrade, downgrade, everything like that. So for example, if you have a West Coast play sheet, there's tiers to that. So tier 1, like they said, that'll unlock, the play sheet for you. And then now when you get into tier 2, you see things like +3 pass block power, pass block finesse, for all offensive linemen when running play sheet plays from that play sheet. Tier 3, you get +3 short route running and catching traffic for all wide receivers and tight ends when running play sheet plays. Tier 4, you get +5 short accuracy for all quarterbacks when running play sheet plays. Definitely a boost to the attributes when running those play sheets, but you got to make sure you maintain and upgrade those different tiers inside the play sheet. So what I'm seeing here, it looks like there's definitely a few different play sheets. You got the wide empty play sheet, the run and shoot play sheet, the heavy sets play sheet, the batch O blitzes play sheet. And what it kind of sounds like to me is there were those playbooks that you will be able to pick like 4-6, run and gun, spread, like those extra playbooks that weren't NFL playbooks. It kind of sounds like they're adding those as play sheets that you can use to add on to your actual NFL team playbook. I'm not sure if that's exactly what it is, but that sounds like that's exactly what it is, if you know what I mean. During the game, your selected play sheet formations and plays will be smoothly integrated into the play caller menu. You'll also see that a dedicated play sheets tab is within the menu, and this tab will show you the specific play sheets that you brought into the game, allowing you to quickly access any of your play sheets organized by their play sheet. Additionally, you'll be able to view the active play sheet tiers along with a full statistical breakdown showing you how well each play sheet play has performed in actual gameplay. Very excited for the play sheets. It definitely seems like we're going to be able to expand the playbook a little bit more, open the playbook up, but you must be leveled up, bossed up, in order for that play sheet to actually be effective. Madden 26 implemented the wear and tear system from College Football 25. Madden 26 adds a new feature called wear and tear, a system that tracks every hit a player takes and accumulates those impacts across the season. It's designed to reflect real player health, forcing you to manage workloads realistically. Relying too heavy on a few players, like giving Derrick Henry 40 carries or running Lamar Jackson 30 times, will carry consequences. With wear and tear, we now get the dynamic subs, allowing you to make on-fly substitutions during pre-play and full slider customization for franchise mode. After each game, players will recover some health, but not always fully, especially if they accumulated a lot of wear and tear in last week's game. Early in the season, it might not be noticeable, but as the season goes on, the wear and tear builds up. Something I think really cool is that they say in the past, injuries also came with a fixed number of weeks recovery. That's gone. So now a player's not going to be out 8 weeks, season, 6 weeks, 4 weeks. Now when a player gets injured, you'll see a range of weeks instead of a set duration. This change also adds suspense and forces you to make more thoughtful decisions as the season unfolds. Longer injuries will show broader recovery windows at first, but as time passes, the range becomes more precise. This mirrors how real-life recovery works and adds another layer of realism in your franchise experience. So let's go. I like that. I ain't mad at that at all. Now, this is also important too. They have dynamic injury status. Injuries also now behave more realistically with statuses that evolve over time based on various factors. A player's condition might improve or get worse week to week. This change builds on the existing weekly strategy and training system, adding a new layer of unpredictability. So for example, if you don't let a player rest while they're injured, they have more of a chance to being ruled out after training if you don't let them rest. So you need to make sure that, week to week when you're doing training, you need to let your players rest. And you'll also see a player status update and you'll get the final word on whether they can go this week or not. You can rest players individually instead of only adjusting training by position or group. This allows more strategic decisions whether to sit or start a player or keep them in full pads after training. Now, this is important when it comes to like that coaching staff and coaching abilities, because you got trainer roles and those trainers also have abilities too. We're giving you more tools to help support your wear and tear. Your trainer will play a key part in keeping your team healthy through trainer abilities. These abilities can boost how much players recover week to week, lowering the chance of in-game injuries and improve the odds that players that are injured will be cleared to play. Just like coach abilities, you'll choose which trainer abilities activate week to week in a week to week strategy. Whether it's during practice or during game day, your trainer helps you make smarter choices to protect your roster. Decisions like how hard you train or when to give players rest days will have lasting effects. Having the right trainer on the staff can be the difference in keeping a healthy lineup or a team battling injuries all season long. Next, we got the broadcast packages, which I was definitely excited about because it gives that feel and that vibe of Monday night, Thursday night primetime, Sunday night football. But we're thrilled to give our players the experience of 3 primetime broadcast packages in addition to our new Madden package. Each of the primetime packages is composed of premium assets with a different look, sound, and feel for Thursday, Sunday, and Monday night games. The inclusion of our 4 different broadcast packages is beneficial for the variety of sights and sounds you'll see and hear as you play from season to season. For example, you'll immediately notice the score bug has many visual elements with a distinct look for each package. Last year, we introduced 3 commentary teams. This year, we assigned each one to a primetime package. So Thursday night, you got Brandon Gault and Charles Davis. Sunday night, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Monday night, you got Kay Scott and Brock Hughes. Why would they do Kay Scott Monday night? And now we got the halftime report, which is by Scott Hansen. Y'all already know that's the red zone GOAT. Sundays, if you know, you know. You'll see highlights from across the league in the halftime report, bringing the world around you to life in franchise mode. It doesn't end with CPU highlights for the first time in any NFL game. You'll also see your friends' highlights appear in the halftime show. That is absolutely crazy. In a multi-user online, so you know we run a 32-user leagues. Your friends' highlights will be in the halftime show. That is absolutely crazy. When a friend's highlight is chosen for the show, their customized player card will appear on the screen. If it's a highlight from a game with 2 other players in your online league, you'll see each of their play cards. One of the most exciting elements of our halftime reports is Scott Hansen, which we said earlier. Who could be better to speak about the games around the league than the beloved host? It also looks like the weather's going to be a huge factor in franchise this year. Your speed, acceleration, and change of direction are now put to the test, just like real life athletes facing tough weather. Kicking and throwing become high stakes. You'll witness more dramatic moments when catching or running the ball, including fumbles, broken tackles, and sliding hits, all influenced by players' ratings and how well a team can adapt to that type of climate. So now they're telling you to get ready for some unpredictable action. Climate familiarity now plays a role. Teams that are used to cold weather, such as Buffalo, Chicago, Green Bay, Cleveland, and Philadelphia, will perform better in the snow, while teams that do not play in the snow, like Miami, Jacksonville, Los Angeles, San Francisco, will have a tougher time at icy conditions. But when it's scorching hot, those same cold weather teams will fatigue more quickly, while heat acclimated squads maintain their stamina longer. This is crazy. All of this is powered by a major upgrade to our weather simulation engine. Precipitation is now dynamic. It can vary throughout the game. Wind patterns behave more realistically, adding a layer of depth to your kicking and passing decisions. Every game with weather will feel different with its own unique challenges. This year, Madden 26 also has draft logic improvements. Draft trends now reflect NFL focus on linemen, like interior D linemen, because a lot of D linemen got picked early, and value on running backs earlier. Running backs have definitely been a more popular pick lately. Teams may double dip at positions like cornerback or wide receiver for depth and star potential, and adjusted positional values for modern roster building like edge, rushers, safeties, linebackers, etc. New draft prospect generators. Prospects have unique, carefully assigned traits. New player types that have been added are gadget players, long snappers, Sam, Will, linebackers, running back, safeties, and other hidden gems. Finally, we've upgraded the retire logic. Star players will not retire early if they're still performing. So if you got a dog that's still balling, he's 36, he's not gonna retire early if he's still putting in that work. Retirement decisions now weigh overall rating more than percentile rank. So if you got a dog, that's a dog. They'll probably keep playing. I love that. It seems like they fixed the dev traits in franchise, which I was hoping for, because after Super Bowl week, it seemed like a lot of my players will lose their abilities. X factors will be gone. Superstars will be gone. Now it says the dev traits only regress 1 tier per season. No more random drops. Dev trait changes are now 100% performance based with tougher benchmarks. So you ain't gonna lose your superstar, your X factor abilities if you're balling. The morale system has been enhanced. The younger and lower rated players get bigger morale boosts after breakout games. If they have a good game, your young rook has a breakout game, he'll get a bigger morale boost than he would for like the unks and the OGs. And this is good because it helps the backup players and players that are on the bench level up too, because if you have injuries on, we play with injuries on in our league, that helps out a lot, because if they're just sitting on the bench, they're kind of not gonna have you know, the craziest stats. And also, if you got them subbing in for a couple packages and a couple different plays, that's not really going to do too much to boost the morale. So I definitely think that's a huge improvement. That's it from the Gridiron Notes. Pretty lengthy video, but they says we couldn't be more excited to get your hands on everything we've added to franchise mode this year. This has been a true labor of love for our development team. Let me know what y'all think about everything. Very excited. I'm loving some of the new features added, some of the new presentations, some of the new stuff added. Let me know what y'all think about it, and I'll holler at y'all next time. P World.